You ever wake up already feeling behind? Like the day beat you before you even got out of bed? You hit snooze once, twice, yeah. You tell yourself, I'll start after breakfast. Then it's after this YouTube video. Then suddenly it's 2 p.m. and you're productively researching how to be productive while holding a cup of coffee and a mini existential crisis. Sound familiar? Here's a truth no productivity guru wants to say out loud. You don't need a 5 a.m. routine. You don't need to meditate on a mountain. You need a reason to stop ghosting your potential. Today, we're learning from the least glamorous part of Demon Slayer. Not the fights, not the sword forms. Tanjiro didn't become a demon slayer in battle. He became one somewhere else. And by the end of this, I'll prove it to you. Because the way he starts his day might just be the shift you need to win yours. Your alarm is not the enemy. Your apathy is. But we treat mornings like a negotiation. 5 more minutes. I'll start tomorrow. What's the point? The result? You enter the day as a reactor, not a warrior. The world hits first, and you're already off balance. Tanjiro wakes at dawn, barefoot, fog wrapping around him. He climbs endless stairs to train with Urodaki. No music, no applause, just lungs, legs, effort. He's not chasing motivation, he's chasing mastery. Discipline isn't just about structure, it's about identity. According to The One Thing by Keller and Papasan, how you start your day determines what controls it, you or chaos. Tanjiro doesn't rise early for the aesthetic. He does it because his life depends on who he becomes when no one's watching. Think of your morning like a battlefield. If the first move you make is Instagram or TikTok, congrats, you just handed your sword to the algorithm. But if your first move is sitting up, breathing, hydrating, moving, that's not just a routine. That's a signal to your mind, to your body, that you're back in control. It's not about being a morning person. It's about becoming someone who doesn't flinch at discomfort. That begins the moment your feet hit the floor, or don't. If the first thing you do every morning is reach for your phone, you're not waking up, you're logging in. We underestimate the power of beginnings. Let chaos be loud later. The first moments, they should belong to you. Not the feed, not the noise, not the world. Here's the reality. Your brain doesn't start neutral. It starts vulnerable. And whatever hits it first sets the tone for the next 10 to 12 hours. This is called mental priming. According to Dr. Wendy Wood at USC, repetition in the same context strengthens automaticity. Translation, what you do right after waking up becomes what you default to. You either train focus or you train distraction. Tanjiro doesn't open TikTok. He opens his breath, his body, his posture. Tanjiro sits in silence, eyes closed, practicing total concentration breathing. No soundtrack. No demons, just alignment. It's not fancy, it's not loud, but it's lethal preparation. Think of your mind like a browser. Open 19 tabs the second you wake up? Of course you're lagging by noon. Your first 30 minutes of the day is sacred. Wake up, sit in silence, breathe with intention. Write down 3 goals. That's not self-help, that's clearing RAM. Your entire day will bend around that one decision. Tanjiro isn't impressive because he fights demons. He's impressive because he's calm before the demons show up. And honestly, that's what most students miss. You're not preparing for peace. You're reacting to war every single morning. Your brain is not a group chat. You don't need to check every notification it throws at you. Remember that time in 8th grade you embarrassed yourself? Ding! Deadline tomorrow you're not ready for? Ping. Do frogs have feelings? Yeah, your brain throws that one in too. You're not dumb, you're noisy. And here's the secret no one told you. Focus isn't natural anymore. It's engineered. Season 1, episode 19. Rui's threads closing in. Nezuko about to die. Tanjiro frozen, paralyzed. The fear is deafening. And then he breathes. Uradaki's voice slices through the chaos. Total concentration. 1 inhale, 1 exhale. And suddenly, clarity. Neuroscientist Robert Sapolsky explains, elevated cortisol makes even small tasks overwhelming, but controlled breathing cuts the loop. It restores clarity to your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that decides. It's like a traffic jam in your head. In one deep inhale is the cop stepping out, saying, stop. Try this. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. That's not woo-woo. That's neurochemistry. Tanjiro wasn't unstoppable because he was the strongest. He was unstoppable because he was the stillest. So, if you're drowning in noise, don't add more effort. One inhale can reclaim your mental space. And sometimes, that's the most productive thing you'll do all day. Studying while scrolling is like sword training in a mosh pit. You might survive, but you'll never master anything. Most of us, 10% work, 90% tab switching, 15% math about how long we've procrastinated. Yes, that's more than 100%, so is your anxiety. We pretend we're busy, but really, we're just exhausted from doing nothing. Tanjiro's at the boulder. Swing, 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 day after day. Not chasing speed, chasing precision. Boring, repetitive, and the exact reason he eventually slices it clean. Cal Newport calls this deep work. Francesco Sorillo calls it the Pomodoro technique. Science says 25 minutes of total focus beats 3 hours of scattered effort. It's like trying to play piano while texting, watching anime, and eating cereal. Now, imagine just doing one of those things for 25 minutes. Not sexy, but terrifyingly effective. So, here's your move. Set a 25-minute timer, put your phone in another room, pick one task, obliterate it. You don't need more time. You need more depth in the time you already have. Tanjiro didn't get stronger by doing more. He got stronger by doing less better. So stop swiping, start slicing. But let's be honest, Tanjiro didn't nail it on the first try. He fails. He stumbles over Iridaki's traps. He collapses halfway up the mountain. He swings at the boulder 100 times, 1,000 times, and nothing happens. And in those moments, he doubts himself, and you can see it in his eyes. What if I'm not enough? What if I never get stronger? What if Nezuko's counting on someone who can't deliver? And you know what? That's what makes him human. That's what makes him relatable. Because every student watching this has had that night. The one where you stare at your notes and nothing lands. The one where you wonder if you're cut out for this at all. But here's the difference. Tanjiro doesn't stop. He doesn't give up on the boulder. He keeps failing until failure becomes progress. And that's the turning point. Not the moment he succeeds, the moment he refuses to quit. Your brain's not broken. It's just fried. By 2 p.m., you're not lazy, you're mentally cooked. You stare at the same sentence 12 times. You debate switching majors, or maybe running away to become a wandering swordsman. Most students either push through until burnout or collapse into doom scrolling. But there's a third option, one that demon slayers know well. Tanjiro, after brutal training, taking slow walks through the woods, quiet, breathing, hydrating, stretching. He's not quitting, he's recalibrating. Matthew Walker's Why We Sleep shows even short breaks restore executive function, the part of your brain that plans, adapts, creates. So, recovery, not weakness, tactical reset. Think of your mind like a phone battery. Push it to 0 every day and soon it won't hold a charge. But charge in short bursts, it lasts. Here's how to sharpen. Take a 15-minute walk. Do light movement or breathing. Switch from heavy mental tasks to lighter creative work. No screens, no guilt, just recenter. Then go again with intention. Tanjiro doesn't fear stillness. He uses it as a weapon, not to relax, to return sharper. Rest isn't retreat, it's reload. How you end your day writes the opening line of tomorrow's. But most people, 6 hours of scrolling, anxiety, brain fog, crash, panic, repeat. You didn't wind down, you leaked out. After training, Tanjiro sits beside Nezuko, silent, reflecting. He doesn't spiral, he reviews what he learned, what hurt, what's next. Cognitive therapy calls this brain dumping. Writing down worries reduces clutter and anxiety. Evening rituals close mental loops, reduce decision fatigue, and prep your mind for actual rest. It's like leaving every app running on your phone, then wondering why the battery dies overnight. Here's your ritual. Write down everything unfinished or worrying you. Prep your clothes, gear, and to-do list for tomorrow. Pick a low-stim wind down. Journal, stretch, read, or just sit in silence. That's your victory lap. Don't skip it. Tanjiro doesn't just survive the day. He honors it. Not because it was perfect, but because he showed up fully. You don't rest to escape. You rest to respect the grind you gave. And now you see it. Tanjiro didn't become a demon slayer in battle. He became one in the quiet. In the mornings no one saw. In the routines no one praised. That's where strength is forged. Not in motivation, but in rhythm. And that's the secret. You don't need perfect mornings. You need consistent ones. So tomorrow, when the alarm hits, don't hit snooze on your life. Breathe, move, focus, reflect. Win the day before it begins, and the world won't stand a chance.